any of the squishies. And there we go. We just got a nice little triple. 36-0. Alright guys, let's check out the new buffed up Storm. So what makes her so good? Why is everyone playing Storm now with the brand new update? So, for starters, there are several buffs here. Going over the buffs, we have the increased projectile speed from 100 to 150. That's a 50% bonus plus more damage. And remember that the projectile being a projectile, it is something you may need to lead your shots with, but it is a pretty generous hitbox. And on top of that, they increased the bolt rush damage by 10, and then the ultimate also got a buff, giving her the ability to get 450 shields, which is actually a pretty nice buff, and it won't vanish instantly, but it will diminish at a rate of 100%. So basically, you can go deeper into the backline and more than likely survive. So to kind of show you guys what that actually does for the character, if we were to left click on the character, let's go ahead and get a full HP Luna, and then I'll show you guys kind of the reason why it's good. So we'll just go with left clicks. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. And they'll have like barely 1 HP. So your teammates may need to do a little bit more damage there just to get the finish off. But the ultimate, just to show you guys how much we're actually gaining here. So we only need to hit them with just a little bit of it, and you can see the hitbox on this is actually quite big, and also like it draws them in. It's a really, really strong ultimate, but you can see that shield will drain over a course of time, but it still gives you enough time to maybe fly and get out. But basically, Storm is a lot more powerful. Now, another thing I want to mention for like, you know, the play session here, that the right click is valuable to use. I was mentioning before like how Storm is actually utilized in my like how to play Storm guide, is that you want to actually try to pierce as many targets as you possibly can, because that's what makes Storm actually really good. Now with the most recent update over here, you're going to be able to hit targets more consistently, and now with the right click, what you can do is, it has an insane hitbox. It's basically this entire thing. You can see if I right click right here, boom, will still hit the target. The right click, well, it doesn't increase DPS. Because the left click is so much stronger now, you could actually straight up just go for left clicks. If you're kind of worried about like a target not being able to be hit, you could go for the right click. But honestly, just going for the left clicks is really strong. And the reason why is if I go for a right click, there's a pretty giant wind-up animation. So ideally you use this to finish off targets versus like weaving it in between some of the attacks. That's just a little like tip and trick I want to give you guys before I go ahead and show off the gameplay. But anyways, enjoy the gameplay. Just want to explain the patch notes of Storm. This character is pretty dang powerful now though. But your goal is to basically just throw it down chokes, and then if someone comes to your team, you can try to peel for your team. Like right now, this Thor was on our Black Widow. Now Thor's not going to oppose a threat to us that much, but we can go ahead and get some damage in on him. We can activate our E, and it's going to do a pretty good amount of damage. He couldn't really do anything, to be honest. He should have tried to use his like hammer to get out. Now this character can actually stick on any like flyer pretty hard, but we just eliminated him pretty easy, right? So we're going to stay on damage right here on the little lightning. And if we're coming back from spawn, we want it on like the wind. Think of it kind of like Lucio, you know. I mean, I could boost up my team here, but like it's so small. I'd rather get the small amount of extra damage boost. Looks like our team's going to give up point here. But we can just kind of shoot it down is what I would recommend you to do with this character. If we could possibly get some heals, that'd be great. But we're just going to get as many hits in as possible. Then we can build up ult and maybe get like a 2 or 3k here with our ultimate, because that's how our team gets value. He's so close to that HP. Okay, let's just pop our ult over here. We're going to try to get this character. Obviously, prioritizing the support is always good. Put on damage, and I have no idea what this guy's doing. We want to stay away from terrain from that guy because he can jump off the terrain. Okay, there's our support ulti. So what we want to do is try to peel for our support, but the problem is there is a Hulk and a Thor, which is going to make it quite challenging for our support because I can't insta-eliminate them fast enough. Like, maybe if it's a Black Panther, I can help out a little bit more, but that guy's going to hopefully just... well, he's running it down right now. She's pushed her back. So we could play in the air, but I honestly don't really recommend that. And the reason why is it makes it very difficult for your team to heal unless you happen to have a Mantis. So there's certain characters... oh, she's giving us the shield now, thank you. Which can actually help out. But like, the Invis Woman, her range is quite short. It's 15 meters, so if you're not playing within that, don't expect to get heals. So they just popped ult over here. I'm going to try to angle it so I can kind of cleave, because remember, her attacks go through, which is exactly how we want to play this character. It has one of the most powerful ults in the entire game. Ah, dang. Okay, we still got him. That's great. I'm going to go... Okay, we actually don't really need to grab the heal. But since they just went invisible, at this point, you can still do damage to him, but you're not really simply going to get any, like, good damage. And I'm going to always prioritize the supports and any of the squishies. And there we go. We just got a nice little triple. Brand new Storm. So, to kind of go over, like, what are the new changes with Storm that make her good? Gosh, she's going to go for me. Alright, let's get Rocket Raccoon. It's just easier to hit targets because your little wind thing is able to go faster. The projectile speed has been increased. So we're absolutely rolling this team over here. Oh, and if you want to, this is actually a really good map because on this map you can hide behind. Okay, but Psylocke's going to activate her ult. Okay, that's good. He might jump on us. Okay, so now we have this. So that's going to be good for us. Ideally, we still try to go over the Psylocke or any of the other squishies that we can go on. Iron Fist won. Oh, our team unfortunately lost that. Thor's low, but even a half HP Thor is still going to be a lot more HP than any of the squishies. Plus, Thor can heal himself. So we're just going to try to build up ult right now. And we're going to try to win off that. He's not going to get anything done. You see, we're trying to hit the support. Okay, we can maybe get the Invisible Woman too. That would be massive. There we go. We just got a double or triple here, so that should be good to go. We'll activate our E, which basically just does AoE damage. We'll attack at the Psylocke first, because if anyone's going to win this, it's 100% has to be the Psylocke. And that should be the end of game one over here. I don't think they can touch. I was actually kind of close. Oh, I don't know why that guy's looking at us. Get him down. But I really don't recommend to play Storm at off angles, because, like, while you can maybe do that with Iron Man, right? Like, if you have, like, the Hulk ability, you get pretty dang good value. You think they overbuff Storm? No, to be honest, like, I've been seeing so much more Storm. I think she's a little bit more viable, but I don't think she's, like, so OP I gotta ban her every single game. At least that's how I feel about the character. But, obviously at the start, it's the only time I really will maybe even use this. It's a short duration, but the reason why sometimes I don't pop it is if you pop this and you get to the point, it's a 15-second cooldown. So you may not want to pop your, like, speed boost if you utilize it, because it does different things depending on what it is on. So you either get a more of a movement speed boost, or it says Tornado grants a movement boost and inflicts a slow on the enemies. But yeah, and also the Thunder grants a damage boost, which is something that I like a lot more. As far as the right click goes, to be honest, it's just an easier hitbox. But we can activate it just to show you guys how it works, because once you get to the point, yeah, you won't have it. And the reason why I don't recommend activating this ASAP... Did our Venom just jump off the map? Well, welcome to Marvel Rivals, man. Why is it in this game that I get the worst teammates? Alright, so they have a hit scan now, which is kind of my weakness. But we want to go to damage now. But again, the reason why I didn't activate it earlier on is because I wanted it... Oh, they're running Mr. Fantastic. I think that character is actually pretty mid right now, like towards the bottom of the barrel. This Thor is pretty bad too. Okay, there we go. Got him. So I can activate this. If they dive, it pretty much lets me secure the pick on any squishy. Oh, so close. I don't think we have... Okay, we're just going to have to wait for the health back. Okay, there we go. But I think this fight, we should be winning it. So we can go for the right click. By the way, the right click doesn't actually give you more, like, DPS. Unless you're, like, in the middle of reloading. But it lets you hit the target very consistently. So what I like to use the right click for is finishing off a target. There we go. He's trying to... Like, in this 1v1, we could use this to try to, like, move around to get a little bit of an advantage. But we have ult if I need to. I just deleted her. But this is one of the best positions to be in, because see how it's just straight down? Oh, we even got the shield. Nice. I like to finish off targets with my right click, but I really like our invisible woman. Should add her. I'm gonna rank up easy with her. But this Venom here, he's turbo feeding. He really shouldn't have went in like that. He needs to wait, and they need to fully regroup over here. But you can always swap, and the cooldown is very, very short, right? It's like a 1 second cooldown. Okay. So we got hit with that. We gotta kind of watch it. Play the right-hand peek. Right-hand peek, just like Fortnite, is always an advantage. We can go for this to get some more damage. Kind of want to pop my ult just so I can see if we can drop a higher kill game here. But see how we can get this cleave in? This also gives us an insane amount of shields. Did they actually drop? Oh. You know, I think this ult might be kind of scuffed. I thought the Penny would be with the rest of the team, but looks like the Punisher got a double. Let's go ahead and go speed boost. All right, hold on. Look at the Thor over here. So again, your goal should be to peel for your team. Oh, she got eliminated. She got sniped. Oh, good Black Widow. That's a miracle. This game feels way too easy for one support, but in this game, sometimes you don't have to have 2-2-2, but I mean, I'll be honest, it makes things usually a lot smoother. But what you need to do is you need to take out this thing by Penny Parker. This thing is what's going to maybe eliminate 1 or 2 players, and that causes big problems. This guy is a big threat here, so I'm going to try to... Okay. Oh. The reason why is Hawkeye... Oh, got rid of him, unfortunately. He never got to pop ult. So there it is. Nice little 36-0. But I think Storm's pretty good in the current state of the game. There's our MVP. So you guys can see the amount of damage that we dealt in the game. But yeah, New Storm's pretty dang good.